Hey guys, hi, this is Amy L, and I am really excited. I have heard that you guys really like the Dollar Tree hauls, and so I thought I'd do a special holiday edition one. And I don't know if she's watching, but I met a woman on Monday night, and if you're watching, hi, I didn't get your name. And she said that she really found these videos to be a lifeline for her. And so this video is for you, lady I met on Monday night. Because it inspired me to do another one. So I love going to the Dollar Tree sometimes to get stuff that just seems kind of disposable but is helpful. And so I spent after tax about $18 on all of this stuff, and some of it of course is stuff you can find elsewhere, but it gives you an idea of some things you can do even over the holidays. And I've got it kind of divided into sections here that might be helpful either for motivation or for food or for different things to keep you on track. So a couple of easy ones to get started with. I like to have the wintergreen lifesavers. And if I have one, I don't count it. If I have two, I count it as a point. They're just nice. They're sweet. They're individually wrapped, which means I can keep them in my purse. So that's one. But if you want to be festive, I found mini candy canes, and there's 25 of them in here. They're a point each, and they're about this big. And if you want to be festive, that's a way to do it. All of this stuff I found at the Dollar Tree, kind of by PetSmart, behind the mall. But I'm guessing that most of the stuff you can find everywhere. So there's that. I also, if you want something seasonal, sometimes I like to have the Dum Dums, and I found limited edition, like Christmassy flavor ones. And these again are a point a piece, but there's like caramel apple and sugar cookie and cinnamon roll. So anyway, if you want something sweet for a point, that's a way to do it. I also, this is not Christmassy, but listen, like bacon bits. These are incredible because first of all, I don't eat meat and they taste like bacon. So if you ever have had these, you know what vegetarian meat tastes like, because this is textured soy protein. But listen, a tablespoon of bacon bits is only 1 point. And if you add it to something, it adds a ton of flavor. So I've been doing this with like light New England clam chowder, putting just a tablespoon or half a tablespoon on. It's got a lot of sodium, so you got to watch that. But for just some extra flavor and some oomph to it, this is a nice thing. So I found a couple of different flavors. I didn't know it came in flavors. This is applewood smoked from the Dollar Tree. Okay. Other things that they have there that again might be kind of basic. This is probably not blowing your mind, but maybe some of the ones later on will, is that sometimes we just need to relax over the holidays. So they had a ton of stuff that might be helpful for you there. One is they had a ton of different Epsom salt things. So like a foot soak, something just to relax. And then they had a lot of like bath fizzies and things. So I got one of these big ones. They also had bath bombs in big bags that might be helpful because I find it difficult to eat if I'm in the bathtub. Not impossible, but difficult. So some of these just to be a stress reliever might be nice. Then I found, oh, so cute, these little mugs they had in a ton of different kind of designs. And they, look, here's the thing with water, that sometimes we fill up the big things and we feel like, oh, we have to drink all of that. Sometimes it's easier to actually have a smaller glass and just fill it over and over again. This would be a nice small little one. I don't know. It says hand wash. Yes, hand wash. I don't think I would put a hot beverage in here. It doesn't look good for that, but just for a little water glass on the go, because then you feel so accomplished. Look, I got at least one thing of water done today. That's always helpful. Okay, I want to move on I bought parchment paper. If you guys don't know parchment paper, it's the only way I'll bake on things because you don't have to scrub, you don't have to put oil down, you don't have to put butter. It's just paper, and it's pretty expensive on like Amazon or any place else, but you can get really cheap at the dollar store. Obviously, $1. Okay, other things that I think are useful. One is grabbing supplies. So you know your My Success planner. This is a really helpful thing, but sometimes it gets overwhelming by how big it is. So some easy things. One, I found just sticker note flags. You could just mark what day you're on, or if you've had a good week, you could mark it to be able to find it easily. These are also really great for if you find recipes you like, to just mark them. And if you're going through cookbooks or something, marking them with little flags is really a nice thing to do. The other thing is, I like stickers and like rewards and things. So I found over in the kind of classroom section, a bunch of like motivational stickers, and I love them. They're great. I got a sloth kind of one, so I have like way to go. And it's a whole roll. Sometimes we all just need a little slothy motivation, but they have all kinds of ones just to kind of keep your spirits up. You can put them in one of these things. I found these magnetic 10s. So these are magnetic on the back, which means you can put them right on your refrigerator if it will do magnets. And you could keep your roll of stickers there right next to your dry erase board. Look, a dry erase board for $1. You could put this on your refrigerator, put your meal plan for the day, put your menu for the week, put anything you have going on up here. And I thought that was really a good thing. The other thing that I would do with these magnetic 10s, like, listen, originally I thought that I was going to put spices in there and put them up. Actually, my microwave has a metal spot, so I was going to put them right there. But this lid is not super secure, so I don't think the spices would stay. But if you find some better ones where maybe they didn't cost $1, where this would stick, having your spices out, because that can really jazz up a meal, or those bacon bits, something like that handy, can make things taste better without adding a lot of fat or oil. But another thing you could do is paper clips. This is a motivational thing for a lot of people, is that they keep paper clips, and then for every, say, pound they lose, they start making a chain, right? And I've seen people wear these as necklaces and bracelets of just reminding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would take 5 to go around. And if you are, if you have a lot of weight to lose, like over 5 pounds, you might want to do bracelets or necklaces. If you don't have a lot of weight to lose, you could do it for half pounds, or whatever works best. But just a string of paper clips can be helpful to see how far you've come. One time at a workshop, I saw a woman who did this, and she had it looped around her waist and was wearing it as a belt. And she was able to show us she had lost something like 90 something pounds. And it was crazy, but it was really fun to see as a visual. Okay, and so I bought the paper clips there, but you could buy paper clips anywhere you want, but for $1, 80 of them. So that's a pretty good start. The other thing is, I found these mason jars. So I think it's really fun to keep a collection, and I would put like quarters in here, but don't have this one tied to the scale if you have something else tied to the scale. Maybe this one could be every time you track a meal, you put a quarter in, or every time you work out, you put a quarter in, or when you go to the workshop, kind of like Wellness Wins, but something you're doing for yourself. So, and just filling it up with change would be really fun to then go cash it in and get something great that you've had your eye on for a while, and you'd see it grow. They had all different kinds of mottos. None of them said like healthy habits, but you could probably make one that does that. But for $1, I thought it was pretty good. The other thing, this time of year, sometimes it's hard to do actual tracking. So I like sticky notes. And these were really cute. They say, plant the seeds and see what grows, which I thought was cute. You can also just get plain ones. But the idea with this is sometimes I want you to be just a ninja, tracking healthy things that you've done. So you can either track your points, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like just track how many points things were, or you could just say, my goal is to get 5 like healthy things done today. And just keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those healthy things could be, I want to stretch. I want to drink at least 1 thing of water. I want to go to the gym. I want to track my meals. I want to do a loop around the office, whatever it is. But maybe your goal is just have one of these up by the computer and just mark down healthy things I've done, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe that's all the tracking you do. And that's okay. Or just keeping these handy with a reminder up on your computer, something like that. The other thing that I think is really fun for tracking that I found at the dollar store is one of these 10 color pens. And I couldn't believe I found a 10 color one. I was looking for a 4 color. I don't know what I'll do with all these colors, but the idea is sometimes tracking more is, oddly better than tracking less. So for some of us, so what some people do with this is they say if it's, they'll track their water in blue, they will track their vegetables in green, their fruit in like some other color, green maybe, and their proteins or something. Just if they're handwriting their tracking, that's a good thing to do. And sometimes people, especially some teachers, like to pre-track for the day. And then if they change something, they have to go in red pen and change it. But so this would have all of it there. The other thing I thought would be really fun for tracking, oh, I've lost it. Oh, here it is. Is they had these fortune pens. Just if you need a little bit of encouragement during the day, they say things like, believe in yourself, let it go, you got this, like just little motivational things. I thought this would be a handy little stocking stuffer or something to have around, just to encourage you to keep going, because it's hard, right? Like, especially with holidays and so much going on, this is really hard. So the last thing that I have is this little container. Okay, so I found this little container, and it seems to not leak. And it was in the makeup section, but you could fill it up with something and then get it to come up here and then pour it on something. So one of my things that I love is spray butter, but I don't really want to take this to a restaurant with me, even if I'm having a baked potato, which I would normally drench in spray butter. But something like this, I could maybe take and then pour it onto my vegetables or a piece of bread if I want to have the piece of bread, but I don't want the points for something else. So a little container, a little squeeze container or a little pump container, something like that, that you could just have with you. I know some people do it with salad dressings. I don't think that particular one, well, it might work. I don't know. It's $1. But something for dressings, or like I said, spray butter works for me. Some people like to have other things with them. Figuring out a way that you can do that, because this is hard enough, and any little tips or tricks might be worth it. So I hope you've got some ideas that you haven't heard before. I hope that the holiday season finds you well. If you are in Bel Air, I hope to see you on Saturday. And everybody else, just have a great day. If you like this, hit subscribe or like. The only reason I do this is because it helps other people. I hope it does. So if it helps you, please do those things. And then I get all warm and fuzzy and it makes me happy. Thanks, guys. Bye.